Hey everyone, welcome back to By Devin Nails. I am so glad that you are here. A happy hello to all of my subscribers and welcome to any of you that are just now finding us. Remember, you can always like, comment, and subscribe. Today, this short video is all about prep. Prepping your nails before adding dip powder or any other enhancements is the most important thing you can do if you want your mani to last. The better job you do at prep, the longer your nails will last. Now, some exceptions to that. Each person is different and unique, and we all have a different amount of natural oil to our nail beds. If you have more oily nail beds, it might be necessary for you to take some extra steps, or the nails might just not last as long on you. These are the steps that I do that have given me 2 to 3 weeks of wear, especially when using my iDippedThat liquids. So the first thing that you see me doing here is using a glass cuticle pusher to push back my cuticles and then to remove the invisible cuticle. It's called the invisible cuticle because you cannot see it well, but you can often, especially when you're using a glass cuticle pusher like this, feel it as you are removing it. The IDT starter kit comes with a cuticle pusher, and you can use that if you turn it around to push back and to remove your invisible cuticle, as well as the softer edge of it because it's made out of kind of a rubbery silicone. Now, my Not a pro tip for you here is before you begin this process, as counterintuitive as it may be, avoid water for 1 to 2 hours. Our nail beds soak up that water and they swell. So if your nail beds are not 100% completely dry, and for most people it is very difficult to tell if they are 100% dry, then they might be just a little microscopically bigger than normal. And when they do completely dry out, if you have put your nail enhancements like dip powder or gel onto them, this will lead to lifting and cracking. So avoid water before you start this process, avoid water throughout the process, and also avoid things like Blue Cross cuticle remover and other cuticle oils before you start this. Once you've gotten that cuticle pushed back, you're going to use your little cuticle nippers to nip away any of the excess. You can also use an e-file with a cuticle bit. I find this to be easier because it's what I am used to. If you are used to an e-file, you go for it. It will work exactly the same here. You're just removing all of that extra skin. If you are newer to doing your nails, or this is a newer part of the process for you, do please be careful. It should not hurt. So if you are pushing down on your cuticle nippers and you are feeling a little tinge, like you might cut yourself and bleed, please don't cut that far. I don't want you to get hurt. It shouldn't hurt. So you should only be removing the part that you've pushed back, nothing that is still part of your nail. So do be careful. I just take off a little bit, just the little parts that I have pushed back, and then you're going to file to shape. I have little tiny nubs here in this video, so I don't need to do a lot of shaping. I've been wearing a lot of press-ons on my right hand just for fun this summer so that I could do more nails while I am off for summer. And so I've only kept my natural nails on my left hand, and I've been wearing my press-ons on my right, so I'm starting to grow them out as I'm getting ready for the school year. Then you're going to use your buffing block to remove the shine on the new growth. So our next Not a pro tip here is you only need to remove the shine on the new growth. If you are buffing the same part of your nail after each set or before you do your next set, you will slowly start thinning your nails, and this can lead to a lot of problems like breakage, just having thin nails. So you're only removing it from the newest nail. Then you're going to wipe them down with alcohol. I try to pay a special attention to along my cuticle line and my sidewalls because that's where the oils are. So we're doing this to, one, remove any cuticle that might be left and any little dust or debris, but also to again remove that oil. I usually feel a place when I'm doing this that I've missed a little bit of that invisible cuticle. So you see me here going back one last time with my glass file. And I'm just removing any little bits that I miss. You don't have to press down too hard. Once again, you shouldn't feel pain or discomfort while doing your nail prep. And then I wipe again one last time with alcohol, and now we are almost there. So this whole process on one nail took about 5 minutes. Now, I haven't done really great nail prep because I've been wearing my press-ons on this hand for a week or two. So you would not necessarily need to go through this process this intensely every single set, but definitely once every 1 to 3 times, depending on how long you are wearing your sets. So again, you're going to push back your cuticles. You're going to nip anything that is there, wipe with alcohol, shape and buff. And this is the step where you're now going to add your builder gel, your nail tips, and or your peel base. And then you get to begin your dipping process. You can go straight to that how-to video from here. Thank you all for stopping by. This has been By Devin, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.